Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Sleepy and welcome back to Corpse Party. So last time we had the two tongues that we found, or did we? Yeah, okay, Yukiko and Yuki. And I think it's the tongues of the two ghosts that just got unlucky last time. Is that what it is? I'm not sure, but I mean, I haven't seen any other ghosts. So let us try it. Giggle, giggle. Oh, without giggle, giggle. Okay, I don't know who is who of you. Oh no. Girl spirit. Get back. Gurgle. This girl's missing an eye. And the other's missing most of her head. All we've got are tongues. Is that going to be enough? What do we do? Pull out the tongue bags. Yes. Pant, pant, cry. The girls lower their heads, or what is left of it in one case, and begin rocking slowly back and forth as if feeling anxious. Yuki Kano, Toki Kotsuji. These are for you. They're yours, aren't they? Handed over the two bags. Girl spirit. Hanyu. Thank you very much. Oh no. Oh. God. They're gone, hey. Oh, god damn it. We did it. We did it, Shinozaki. All three of them. All that's left is the girl in the red. No, no more. Every time I talk to these ghosts, I feel like I'm getting closer and closer to death myself. Do you have any idea what's that like? I keep picturing how I look when I'm dead, and I'm not even trying. It just pops into my head all on its own, and it's such a horrible image. I want to go home. I just want to go home. Back to my mom and my sister. And Machida. Oh. You love her, don't you? Yoshiki. Shinozaki. Alright. Next one is mine then, okay? So just try to pull yourself together. Why were? God damn it, not again. This one's big too. Oh yeah, because the places, the spaces are collapsing, aren't they? Now. What's that? Oh no. Someone is pissed. Oh no, someone is very pissed. Sachiko? Is this you, my dear? Oh no. I'm yawning again. Was I knocked out? Where am I? Are we a room below? Oh, we can see outside. Is this our classroom? For real? Shinozaki! Hey, wake up! She's breathing at least. Oh yeah, the ghosts took us back, didn't they? Shinozaki, come on, wake up already! Kishi Numa? Not quite. What? Take a look around you. I can hardly believe it myself, but we are here. Yeah, but here we are. No way. We're back? For real? Is this really our school? Well, it seems. It's really real. Check it out. Here's my desk. Mine too. It's right here. I can't believe it. So it's true. Yeah, we made it. We are home. We are home. Fuck yeah. Suck on that, world. Okay, didn't expect to read that. Yeah, now the reality is settling in, isn't it? I never thought I'd live to see home again. Yeah, the others aren't here. Guess there's no Satoshi or Monsieur or anyone else, huh? Did I use that voice? Venturing out in search of others, you find that even the janitor has likely gone home. The lights are out and the halls are pitch black. Only the red glow of the light next to the fire extinguisher offers any respite from the quaint, quiet darkness of the school hallway. Standing around in the darkened corridors of our school building at 8 o'clock in the evening just feels so surreal. Oh no, did I done goof? As the thunder and rain grow in intensity, the windows begin to condensate, with moisture turning white in contrast to the corridor's sea of black. Oh, I done goofed, didn't I? Is this reality? Was everything up until now just a dream? Where am I right now? And what am I doing? Oh, flippadick. Shinozaki, what's wrong? Oh, no, that's not good. What? That looks like hair. What the hell is this? It's not over, is it? Why isn't it over? Why? Damn it. Hello, little girl. It's you. Oh, I used the voice for her before. No, but I don't know which one. Go back. Don't come any closer. Can I move? Oh, she looks so cute. It was... no, that's, her... Ayumi's voice. It was a rainy evening after school. Just like this one. On the day I was kidnapped. I remember I had a fight with my mom that morning. Oh, that's so sad. That's like... why is she telling us this? This is like the most sad thing I could imagine. Having a fight with a family member that's close to you, and then the family member or you dying. That's like... I have no idea. I didn't want to see her face. So after school, I decided that instead of going home, I'd park myself in the outdoor walkway for a little and watch the rain. That's when Mr. Yoshikazu showed up. He sat down next to me. I told him all about my fight with Mom, and he listened really closely and just kept saying, uh-huh. He was sick and couldn't speak much, but he was a very kind man. I really liked him. But then... you, too. I'm so sorry. She's so tiny, she must be 5th grader. Yuki Kano, right? Thank you for what you did back there. For making the effort to help those of us who were killed in that school. Didn't we succeed though? Why are you still here? You didn't. You done goofed. You should have done the Sachiko ever with your friends. But we returned your tongues, we gave you back the ability to tell your story. And we even got your murderer to repent for what he did. Is it just that you can't forgive him, no matter what? Appeasing us isn't about forgiveness. It doesn't matter if we forgive or not. Repentance is between the criminal and the victim. It's the sole act capable of moving us. And we exist as fragments of the sacred ground upon which heavenly hosts is sealed. Goddamn, that takes a lot of breath. I believe that moving us is your best course of action. But it's not enough. His repentance just wasn't enough. So you're saying his words, the words spoken by the doll, weren't good enough to appease you? That's not... Oh, she's going to tell them, isn't she? Hmm? So what? So what then? Why do you feel the need to trap one innocent stranger after another in that godforsaken place? You child spirits are those who summoned us there, aren't you? That's not true. The hell you mean by that? We're just the cogs that hold the closed spaces together. Oh yeah, like two collapsed right now. But you killed Suzumoto, didn't you? Wait. Huh? Let's hear her out. No, she looks so cute. Even with the eye missing. I'm just glad I was able to get even two of you back to safety. Why the hell are you suddenly so concerned about us? I heard about a situation like this from my sister once. A lost soul whose life was ended violently and abruptly, leaving her with a mountain of worries and regrets. It's kind of like stopping short of the edge of madness, with all sorts of thoughts and feelings swirling around in your head. Your kindly nature and your sudden hatred and panic begin to spin around and around, and you can just start acting out without any sort of control. Oh my god, she just killed her at random. Your sister's some kind of medium or something? Yeah, something like that. So what you're saying is, this little girl and the creepy little girl we met before are two sides of the same coin? I feel for you. I really do. So please, please, bring the rest of us, bring the rest of them back, man. Machida, Miss Shishido, and everyone else too. Bring them all back home. Come on, you can do it, right? I don't think that's possible anymore. Why not? Those closed spaces have eaten a lot of innocent souls. Far too many, in fact. The grudges of those who died there have filled every last corner of them. There is no room left. Oh, because they collapsed. And because the agony and pain has nowhere else to go. It's begun feeding on the minds of souls like us who are bound there. It won't be long before I turn back into a vengeful spirit who attacks people like you without mercy. So, we're going to lose you as an ally then? So why don't you just hurry up and bring them home right now? Isn't there any way for us to save Machida and the others? There may be one way. What is it? I think you already know. Oh, sorry. I think you already know. You have to return to the closed spaces. Find all four of us heavily hosed serial kidnapping and murder victims. And put us all to rest. Then the closed spaces won't have their cogs anymore, so they should begin to fade from existence. And you just might get your friends back. You expect us to go back? And this time, instead of just having one person left to appease, we have to go back to the drawing board and appease all four of you? Why couldn't you tell us the reason our previous efforts weren't good enough? What is there to hide? It's just something I don't want to remember, but if you really want to know, I'll tell you. I'll tell you everything that happened. Yuki's spirit gently took hold of Ayami's hand, and in an instant the two beings seemed to merge together into a single mind. What's going... Shinozaki! It hurts! It hurts! Oh, she's going through the same... Oh my god. She's going through the same shit that Yuki went through. Isn't she? Like, living through it. Huh? What happened to me? Didn't I pass out? So, why am I fully aware right now? I can't see a thing, and I can't move. It's all like a feeling you get when you're really tired. Sleep paralysis, I think. Ooh, that's fucked up. Where? Why can't I move? Sachiko Shinozaki, the little girl in the red dress, and the only survivor of the horrific murders that occurred in Heavenly Host Elementary School. Following the incident, Sachiko's family fled from the area, moving to another prefecture to escape the frightful memories that remained here. Strangely, however, I have been unable to locate any other records of the Shinozaki family. No matter where I look, the only information I can find about them comes from newspaper reports on the Heavenly Host murders. Granted, when an elementary school becomes the stage for a grisly incident such as this, perpetrated by none other than the principal's own son, it stands to reason that the scandal would serve as the primary focus of public interest, with all the other details fading into the background. So of course, after learning that Sachiko was safe, further news of her whereabouts was largely ignored in favor of the media circus around the school. But there is more to it than that. People weren't just uninterested in learning of Sachiko's history or whereabouts. There was simply no data to be had. Ooh, did she kill her parents as well and just... Oh no. I can't move my body because of sleep paralysis, I guess. But I can't clearly see the room I'm in now. There's one boy and two girls in here aside from myself. I recognize them. They're the children who were killed in Heavenly Host during the incident, but they're still alive. Unfortunately, they're all bound. They're all bound hand and foot, and just sprawled out on the floor, and so am I. That's the real reason I can't move. Somebody please save me. Oh, is that he or? Oh, wow. Yoshikazu, okay. No, stop. No, please, no. I hear eyes. Ah. No, I can't see. Now I'm blindfolded. I can't see a thing that's happening to me. And since my hands and feet are tied up, I can't remove the blindfold either. That just makes everything so much worse. I guess because I can't see, I begin to listen more intently. Frightened sobbing. The helpless cries of the other children echo off the walls of the cramped room. I'm so scared. It feels like my head's going to explode. What are you doing to me? Tell me, why am I blindfolded? Untie me, cut the ropes. I want to be able to use my hands and feet, please. Oh, no, no, no. Please. I kept begging and pleading, but all I heard in the response was the man walking away from me. In order. Okay. In order? Oh no. One dead. Fuck. I've never heard screaming like this before. It's pure primal terror, cutting through the air like a perfect sine wave. What's a sine wave? Sound wave? It's the boy at the end. It feels like he's been screaming for an eternity. I think he's been killed right now. My god, what the hell is he doing to him? What the hell is he doing to him? No one deserves this. Why isn't God allowing him to fall unconscious so he doesn't have to suffer? Because there is no God. Well, one dead. It's been at least a half an hour now. Those inhuman screams of a young boy being ripped apart from the inside have finally come to a halt. No, 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 no. Without even a single moment of silence, the first of the girls in line is the next to scream for her life, and the symphony goes on. Oh no, that was a female scream. Sorry. I thought that was a janitor. God, I can't take any more of this. I'm losing my mind. Stop it, stop it, stop it, stop it. Gurgle. Oh my god. Oh my god. Is this still going on? Come on. Just die already. Holy hell. Die already? God, what is wrong with me? You know what? I don't care. Just get it over with and leave me in peace. I should maybe do like a warning before of the video. Epilepsy warning or something. Finally, after hearing a sound like a heavy object being dropped, the noises stopped and the room grew quiet again. Thump, thump, thump. Those footsteps are getting closer. All my hair is standing on the end at this point. Everything below my stomach feels like it's frozen, like I've suddenly been stricken with severe diarrhea. Ooh, my god. In order? God, why am I relieved by the silence? The kid next to me is dead. Which means it's my turn now. Someone's got me by the hair. They're pulling my head up and taking off my blindfold, which means I get to see the face of my killer. The 4 missing children were found in a basement room at Heavenly Host Elementary School, unused and officially sealed since the building's construction. When authorities entered, they were greeted with an inhumanely horrific sight. Based upon the evidence at hand, the murder weapon was determined to be a pair of large sewing scissors found in the hands of the accused. Investigators suspected some hesitation on the man's part, however, as the deceased victim's wounds did not indicate that his full strength had been used. Nonetheless, he had clearly acted with extreme malicious intent. The official cause of death for the 3 murdered children has been listed as a loss of blood following removal of the tongue. But the actual state of affairs was not quite so clinical, nor even so pleasant, if you can believe it. The following details have been extrapolated from information previously unreleased to the public, or at least previously unreported by news outlets. These details of the crime are based on the official police testimony of Sachiko Shinozaki herself. Evidently, the victims were bound, blindfolded and spaced out on the floor, then killed one by one. One was repeatedly stabbed in the abdomen with the aforementioned pair of scissors, then had many of his internal organs forcefully dug out. Oh my god. Holy hell. His discarded innards were found partially buried beneath the earthen floor of the basement room. Another was stabbed in the head dozens upon dozens of times, so such an extent that the flesh and bone above her jawline was essentially minced away. Oh god, these descriptions, holy fuck. With my blindfold removed, the sight that appeared before me was more horrific than anything I could possibly have imagined. The person staring back at me, brandish a blood-soaked pair of sewing scissors, wasn't the large man from earlier at all. It was one of the children. It was a little girl. Her face dyed red with the blood of her victims. Oh, does she have like psychic powers or something? She was staring intently at me with soulless grey eyes, and then she just started giggling. Snip, snap, snip, snap. That's the guy. She was opening and closing the bloodied scissors over and over again, and the sound kept echoing through the room. But how did she do it? Then she took those dull, rusty, thoroughly blood-soaked blades and slowly brought them closer and closer to my left eye. How did she do that? How? Why? Why is it you? Giggle, giggle. No, no, no! Oh my god. If I imagine living through that, like seeing a vision and experiencing it yourself, basically. The third victim was stabbed in the left eye an intermediate number of times, until her eyeball became soup-like in consistency. Or way to go there to describe the state. I didn't even want to know that. She was eventually just left like that, slowly bleeding to death in horrible agony. Strangely, it was only after these mutilations had already been inflicted that the killer went back to the severed victims' tongues. Learning the truth about these proceedings is shocking even to me, and makes it nearly impossible to accept the murderer as anything but a monster. And bearing witness to every moment of this was a 7-year-old girl named Sachiko. In many ways, she's the most pitiable and long-suffering of them all. But it was through her tearful, frightened testimony that Yoshikazu Yanagihori was officially charged. Now, going back to the hunt for information on this unfortunate girl's whereabouts, it was her words that ultimately led to Yoshikazu's sentencing. Therefore, it comes as no real surprise that sensitive information pertaining to her and her family would be withheld. That's to be expected. What's now expected, however, is that there is not even the slightest trace of this information left to find. It's as if it simply never existed. Therefore, I cannot help but consider alternate possible explanations, and I remind you, this is mere conjecture. But one question keeps nagging at the back of my mind. Oh shit! Is it possible this crime was not actually perpetrated by him at all? Didn't read that, sorry, I have to stop the video for that. Think about it. In his final days, Yoshikazu was incapable of communicating with others through speech. And despite his childlike reversion, he'd always been a personable and friendly man. As the saying goes, he wouldn't have hurt a fly. All his relatives, friends and neighbors confirmed as much, shocked to hear that such a kindly man could commit these unconscionable atrocities. Goddammit. He certainly had no motive for the crime either. There was nothing for him to gain from it. Then again, he may simply have lost his mind. Look at his father. It was around this same time that Principal Takamine Yanagihori suddenly began speaking in tongues and acting in a most peculiar way. Not to mention scribbling incomprehensible gibberish all over his walls, as if possessed. He seemed frightened of someone and would often be found crouching in the corner of his office, moaning and thrashing when visitors came by. Oh, so Sachiko has like magical powers. If he could wind up in such a beleaguered state with no warning, then perhaps so too could his son. I believe we are looking at a curse far more powerful than anything man could devise. From the time it opened its doors to the day it closed them forever. Heavenly Host Elementary School's sealed basement room has existed as some form of cursed ground. And to find the underlying cause, we must go back beyond the infamous kidnapping and murder incident. Back a whole 20 years. I believe I may have found a clue that could shed some light on the situation. It may be a bit far-fetched as leads go, but it is a lead nonetheless. Regrettably, since Heavenly Host was not only closed down but demolished altogether and another school built in its place, it's no longer possible to investigate the basement room directly. But my protege has found what may be the next best thing. Something that could make the impossible possible once more. Preparations are being made to pursue this lead even now. Be sure not to miss the next installment. It may be the scoop of a lifetime. Kokibiki, 22nd of July, 2003. Oh man. Nice music. Continued. Chapter 5. So now we have a good end. Corpse party, blood covered. Yeah. That's good. Can I skip that again? No. Okay. I think now we got a good ending, guys. Now we got a good ending. Finally, only chapter 5 left. Okay, holy hell. Now that makes a lot more sense than what I had before. So, now that's very nice. Cool. Oh boy. How did she do it? So, does Sachiko have like magical powers and stuff? Holy hell. And thank you again to all these people, so it's awesome. Very cool game actually. I never thought that it would take me that long and would be that fun actually. Before I sat down today, I talked to a friend of mine, was like, yeah, I kind of wanted to finish up the game, and a little bit fed up, not because it's bad, but just because I want to finish it so I can start another one, you know. But man, that's cool. Holy hell. Oh boy. Are these the texts that were written, or are these like voice acting things? Because I never heard voice acting in the game. The Gentleman's Spirit. Oh yeah, I have done the extras, but I think I will do them on by myself, like as Halloween specials or something. The next upcoming Halloween. Upcoming in a year or so. Yeah, so I hope you enjoyed this episode. Feel free to like, comment and subscribe. My name is Sleepy. And next time, play Chapter 5. Have a good night.